Let's see. I should have 3-finger swept it. Sweep the knee. It almost works. Okay. I'm going to turn that off for a sec. I'm going to try to do a little bit of distorting here. Sometimes it looks like crap and other times it looks pretty good. Oops. We'll bring that in. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. All right. So we'll work this one. Okay, I got my soft brush. I'm gonna bring it down. Ooh, make sure I'm on his layer, not hers. Okay. I will eventually merge them, but it makes it easier to color and whatnot if they're separate. Okay. Have to slightly change his pose. He's going to lose his hand in her hair. We'll see. We'll keep it nice. We'll stay above the knee. Or above the knee. Okay. Alrighty, and I'm just roughly getting the pose in. Not quite Fabio, but we'll do what we gotta do. Let's see, we'll keep it. This part here looks awkward. So right now in my head, I'm trying to picture how he's feeling. And at first he was ready to take her back and, you know, not subject her to the same things that he's done to other women. It's just like he just likes her. You know, maybe she made him feel comfortable. And the face isn't that, you know, well, maybe it's, I've had dates where you don't want it to end. You know, you just really click. So I kind of figure that maybe they clicked a bit. A little bit more than he expected. And in the bed scenes, I kind of imagine that, you know, he's like trying to struggle against catching feelings. And you can't feel hurt if you ain't catching feelings. Okay, so I'm gonna put her hand about like right here. Okay, so once I have the shape that I like, I'm going to do some selections and fill it in really fast. Don't want her to look too stiff. Okay, I need to make sure that their eyes are kind of meeting here. So I think I'll turn her head just a bit. There we go. Alright, so that's not a bad start. And then I'll need a face on this angle. And I was thinking of using this one down here on the bottom here. We'll flip it. And I found that it's easier to color when I'm doing them all at the same time. Let me bring this down a little bit. I could find a better face. Let me see if I've got a better face. This in a 3/4 view. Let's see. I kind of like this one. That's the same one that I used on let me see. I think I can put, no, because her head is, I could use that again. Let's see. I'm thinking about using this and then changing her eye shape. Let's see. We'll even take her hair. 3-finger sweep, copy. Let's see, I was going to use it here. We'll flip it horizontal. Yeah, I can make it work. Oh, her hair is going in the wrong direction. Yeah, that's why I kind of keep it bald. Okay, so the brushes that I was using to do her hair, oops, before I do that, let me get his face. I wonder if I can use that face again. Hold up. Let's see. didn't do it. Okay, I wasn't on it. Now the way he is pictured here, you can't really see his eyes. Let me try this. It's the wrong angle. Let's see if I can distort it a bit. No, don't be lazy, Kim. Let's use, let's see, I've got a shit ton of his faces, so. Let's see. I like that face. And I got this face here. I do a lot of this particular face a lot, but it's the right angle. Let's see. Make sure I'm on the right layer. Hit copy. Oops, wrong one. And then I just need to paste it. With 3 fingers, sweep it down and paste. Flip it horizontal. Flip it, flip it. And that will work for that. Let's see. So this one here is going to be, have you ever seen a grown woman naked? Kind of like from that airplane movie. Have you ever seen a grown man naked? And then he takes the joke just a little too far. Okay, I think we're cool so far. I can't remember what the third one was going to be. I don't think there's going to be a third panel. I think those are just going to be 2. Okay. Because the third is here. Okay, so where are we? So I gotta figure out what to do with this one. I think I'll just switch it to a pinball machine, then have it to a pinball machine, then have them at the pinball place, the arcade. Let's see. So let me go ahead and kind of pose him. We'll do it on his layer. Let's see. This little part right here where the hand is, let's see, the thumb, where the thumbnail, get on that, and I'm going to slide it over. Or bring it down so it doesn't look like it's his. Now I'm trying to decide, do I want him to look down, or if I want him to look forward. And then this one right here. Now this was going to be a response that somebody's just knocked off all his high scores. And I think that's a good idea. I think we'll have it be her that knocked off his high scores. Let's see. If I flip this, he won't see her coming. But if it's going the other way, it kind of makes the eye look that way. Let me see. We'll have him look this way. Okay. We'll bring it down to the thumbnail level. And I'll just kind of draw over my thumbnail. Soft brush. Yeah, so I think what I'll do is have the words say, so that's your initials. We'll bring this down a little bit. We'll make him moderately buff. Okay. And his shirt is pretty easy. Okay. So, oops, I should get her in there. Let's go ahead and work on him. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fill this with a tone. I had watched a YouTube video on how to, what was that video about? Filling a layer with texture, and it wasn't actually, he was using layer masks, and if you want to create something that's non-destructive, where you can use the same layer if you're not quite, satisfied with what you want. His technique left it transparent where you would make a layer mask, and then you would, you would kind of fancy erase. Yeah, that's what I was looking for, dragon. And it's pretty much doing this, but it's erasing instead. Let me see what the difference is. I'm going to turn this into a mask. Oh, yeah, I think I should be able to do that. Let's see. No. I'll have to give it its own layer. So let's do this. We'll duplicate this layer. Now, to create the mask, I'm going to hide. Should I hide it? Oh, I know what I was going to do. Hold up. Instead of, here we go. We'll 3-finger thing it, cut and paste. So now the jacket or shirt is on another layer, separate from his layer. Then I can do a mask without losing the face. Now, what I thought was cool, that if this was red, like say, that's red, right? Oh, that's a bright red. Don't need it that dark, that red. Okay, so like it was red, and then you create the layer mask. But before I do that, I'm going to make a duplicate of this without a mask. And I'm going to put that, whoops. I'm going to move this beneath this. And instead of it being red, I'm going to make it yellow. Okay, so we got a red and a yellow. Now, when you create a layer mask and you want to try to fill this with a tone, oh, I'm sorry, with a texture, this is what happens. Whoops, helps to be on the right layer, right? You only get the choice between black and white. You gotta be on the layer mask. There we go. And we want black. It becomes transparent. Without the yellow beneath it, it's white. And the guy that was explaining it never mentioned that. Because whenever he created his mask, it was just white. So you're thinking you're filling it with a white, but you're not. It's just a transparency. That's a fancy holes. Okay. So what I usually do, oh, but you know, when you do that, where's the light? You can put a color underneath it, and whatever you wanted the thing to be, it could be with the color red in it. So let me clear this. Let me take it smaller. Oh, that would be tight. Oops. Just erase it once. And that would have been tight on the sleeves. Oh, that would have been so sweet. But instead, I did the entire thing. And since I'm doing black and white, you don't get to see all this fun stuff. Next time I'm doing frickin' color. Alright. Let's see how far back I can go. So I'm not going to do a layer mask. I'll do a selection. There we go. So what I'm doing is just basically doing a selection, or alpha lock it, And got Dragon 1. There we go. All right. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of black to kind of give him some shape. Now I didn't switch my brushes, so it's using the dragon texture. Okay, and I'm assuming there'll be more lights on the top. And then I'll make it a little darker on the bottom. Now the pinball game should be giving off some light too. So we'll throw a little bit of light, but not as bright. Let's see, so we'll drop it down a little bit. Okay, good enough for government work. All right. Okay, so one of the other things I started doing is I'm trying to establish a universal way of coloring so that everything I do, it'll be colored the same way. I'll have a linear burn layer, set it to about 30 opacity. I hate that you can't be exact with these damn numbers. I wonder if I hold it down, could I be precise? Yeah, better than it was. Okay, I'm going to make a selection, so it'll be a hard, make that black. So it'll be like right under the chin. Right under the nose. Maybe here. Oh, we keep it soft. Oh, gotta get out of that. Okay, I got my favorite skins right here. Instead of it just being a soft texture, it's a skin texture. And I'm just use a little bit of this for the contouring. And then I'll create another layer, or just work on the main layer, which is, where is he? Right here. So we'll move this down one, unless I plan on using this for everybody, but I think I won't. I'll just use it for his layer here. Throw my shadows in. Yeah, after a while you start to remember what the character looks like here. Okay, we use a little bit of white. White does not work well on the linear burn layer. The shadow layer it's like a soft shadow with hard lines or something like that. Okay, right above the eyebrow, coming down the nose. And we'll give him a strong jaw. We'll bring this in a little bit. Alright, we'll switch it over to soft brush and black. Now with it really small, I kind of do like little squiggles in the eyes, but since this is really super tiny, it all looks pixelated from here. So I think what I'll do is I'll have her come up and say something like, so you're the one that's been, let's see, we'll zoom out a little bit. You're the one that keeps making me, or something about trying to beat her high score. Or like, I know you're not trying to beat my high score. And I want to do a montage of him picking other girls except for her. She's always there. Oops, forehead's a little too high. It's kind of like Frankenstein. Frankenstein. Whoops. Take that down just a smidge. Yeah, his head is really huge. Narrow it down because his head is tilted upwards. We won't be that high up. Okay. I got 40 minutes. Okay. Usually when I bring in the skin again, I bring it all the way up. And then use the tones that I've got to kind of smudge. And this will help add fullness. And it also softens edges. I'll do one layer as his hair is short and kind of jaggedy on the top, but long in the front. That way he can kind of brush it backwards. And then I usually come in with a white to get some of that highlight. And to keep him from looking like he's an old man, just kind of throw that on there. I'll go over it again with black. And depending on how much light is in there, I'll just repeat. Okay. Okay, let's see what I got here. Da, 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 da. All right, and I'm trying to decide how I want to do her face. Can't hurt to add text too. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, it doesn't look enough like him. What am I missing? More eyebrow. Okay, let's see. I'm going to give him a little bit more contours here. Let's see, favorite skins. Make sure it's on it. Okay, bring that down a bit. Now I started using a timer so that I can kind of pace myself. So it's kind of working on hopefully a page an hour. It's like once the timer's up, then I should stop wherever detail I'm into. And let's see. Go ahead and add the text and double check everything. Bring that down a bit. Okay, let's see. And there should be a little bit of a shadow where his hair is coming in front. Just kind of. Oops. Bring that down. All right. I'm gonna bring his eyes up a little bit. Oops. The bottom of his thingy here, like he's focusing. I'll just go ahead and outline a little bit of his eyes. But since it's really tiny, I might not be able to get too much in there. There we go. All right. Good enough for government work. Let's throw a girl back there. Here we go. I think I got an idea of what I want to put on here. There we go. Size should be about 40. You don't want to go too much smaller than 40. Oops, I need to zoom out. Okay. He is really tiny. I should have like the scoreboard where he's looking up at it going, there we go. And we'll give it its own layer. Let's see, I need another layer. Okay, so thought balloons, I just got to the point where I just make a selection on another layer and fill it with a tone and then stick it behind the, oops, let me stop, and stick it behind the head, and behind the head. I'm going to merge these all together, well, at least this to this. Okay, so if I need to move it, I can. All right. Well, here we go. I want to change her initials. So it's like coffee. Okay. And then I'll merge it because this all counts against me. Let's see. You merge. Yeah, this is why I do a lot of my drawings off the page, because I need all my panels, or at least all my layers. Okay, so here, let's go ahead and do his shirt again. I'm not on the right layer. Or am I? I need this one down here. Oops. There we go. Okay, so on this guy's layer, that's where I want to do all my work on this particular character, and I can move it all together. Bring it down some, like Gaston. Now I'll put a question mark right here, and then have like another little panel. Let's see, so if I do this, oh, let me make the people first. Oh shit, what time is it? 7:16. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely not extremely organized. I do flit around, but if I see something that I can whip out really fast, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Especially if I'm inspired on this particular area, or if I have my source images in line, it's like, oh yeah, okay, let's do this one then. Yeah, it just sucks to limit myself here. Let's do that extra layer. Give that the linear burn and drop it down to about 30. 15 is pretty good too. While I'm still on this layer. And then make a softer, make sure I'm on skins. Okay, and then on this layer, give it white. Right above, and I'm just trying to hit all the places that I would usually see a highlight. About right here. Go back to black. Hit this right here. Just get these in here, and then I'm going to soften up the shadows here. Just a little, just the edges. Alright, switching back to that layer. Oh yeah, on the soft brush. I'm almost afraid that I'm going to be like this all weekend long, trying to beat the clock. I don't think I'm going to get much sleep this weekend. It's like, where did the time go? I'm going to merge these down. Shoot. Okay, I got about 20 minutes. I'm just going to kind of merge, not merge, but blend these things, smudge these things together. And what it does is it gives me a bit of a base and shadow and some highlights for me to play with. It thickens the hair, makes it look a lot thicker. Okay, and then I'll come back to my fine hair. Yeah, I only really use 3 brushes for hair. The fine hair brush, which is what I'm using now. The short hair brush. Okay, maybe 4. If I'm doing 4C hair, really thick, almost lamb's wool type hair, I will use like one of the charcoal brushes. Like any one of these guys will give you a nice thick, like this vine charcoal would probably give a really nice afro. The compressed, even the carbon stick is pretty good. All those would give you a really nice afro type hair. And when I'm doing like loose curls or even tight curls, I'll use the fine hair brush. All these brushes come with the program, and once I discovered it, it freaking changed my religion. Okay, I'm going to switch it to white, just to give it some extra highlights in certain areas, around the edges maybe. And then I'll just go over it with black. Not enough to obscure it, just to go into it, and it makes it look like it's highlighted. Alright, and then just need a little bit more shadows and stuff to build up the face. Just do a quick selection. bring in the texture brush of the dragon that I created. What can I do for you? Let's see, I've got Dragon 1 and Dragon 2. Whoops. While this is still selected, I'll go ahead and put some soft tones around the neck. A little bit of white. All right. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna have to leave it here. But I'll be adding the hand, and then I'll probably put a text here that'll say I gotta just jot this down so I don't forget. Let's see. One of the things I like doing is just going ahead and duplicating a layer, a text layer. That way it already has the correct size, and just editing it. All right. Gosh, I got up at midnight to do this. It's already 7:29. I've been working on this pretty steady. So what I've got so far is part of this page. I threw the heads on this page if I decide to keep it. This needs to go here if I keep it. Okay, these are heads. This is here. This is here, and this is here. And that's as far as I've gotten today. And that's within 7 hours. So I figure in another 7 hours, all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these would be done. All right, you guys, take it easy, and I will see you in the next video. If I don't see you this weekend, you will definitely see it uploaded by Tuesday, June 30th. And if you do decide to take a look, send me leave me a comment on there. It's 30% of the contest for Webtoons. And so far, I'm kind of hanging in there. I'm not doing well as far as engagement. But I guess I could do better. I don't know how I could. It gets buried really quick. So like, here I am, and dashboard, I'm at 20. So if you guys could just take a look and let me know what you think, and send me a little love. Chapter 3 is up, 1 through 3 is up, and I had a lot of fun making these. You guys, I hope I see you in the next video, and take care. Bye-bye.